here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how I went about creating this look which I have on right now. So if you want to see how I went about doing that, then please do keep on watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you yet subscribe to my channel. So guys, let's just quickly get into the video. To start my makeup, I'm priming my skin using a Philips Makeup Magnesia. I'm mixing 3 of my foundations to get like the perfect foundation for my skin tone. I ran out of my favorite foundation, which is the Revlon Color Stay foundation, so I'm working with Maybelline today. I'm using the darkest shade on like the hollows of my cheeks. After I've blended the foundation on like the hollows of my cheeks on both sides of my face, I'm gonna reach for a foundation that is slightly just like a shade darker than my skin tone and use it underneath the area which I've applied the darker foundation, just like on my chin area. So I'm carefully buffing the foundation into my skin. That's the foundation I'm using. You can see it's actually darker than my skin. Then subsequently I'll use the lighter one on the upper part of my face. So the darker foundation goes on the lower part of my face and the lighter one goes on the upper part of my face. The reason why this method is best for my skin type is because my neck area is darker than my face. My shoulder area is also darker than my face. So it's just best I use a foundation that is darker on like the lower part of my face so that it tallies with like my neck and shoulder area. Then the upper part of my face is like, okay, the complexion of like face. So I don't look like, okay, I just darkened the hue of my face or probably lightened the hue of my face. It just creates dimension. So I'm going in with a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than my skin. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in medium beige. I'm just putting it underneath my under eye area. Then I'm blending it in with a flat foundation brush. After I'm done blending in that concealer, I'm gonna reach for a concealer that is a shade lighter than my skin tone to highlight the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead area. Try and ensure that you blend that highlight well so it sits in with your skin. We're trying to avoid any area looking patchy. The reason why my makeup always comes out looking really flawless and skin like is because it's well blended. Like blending it so important. So blend till everything is seamless. So next I'm going to be setting my face using the Early Pride powder palette. This powder palette has 6 shades of powders in it, from the lighter shades to the darker shades and even medium shades. So I used the lightest shade to set the part of my face which I highlighted, except for my nose area. For my nose area I used a medium powder. Then for the part of my face where I used the darker foundation, I went in with the darker powder to set those areas, because I wouldn't want to use the same powder which I used for the highlighted part all over my face, because it would be countering all of the work which I already did. So you need to have a powder that is darker, a powder that is lighter, and a powder that is your skin shade. That's why I reach for this powder palette, because it allows me that variety. If you don't have my kind of skin shade or complexion issue, I have uniform skin tone, so that's the reason why I have to use different shades of powders. If you have a uniform skin tone, like from your face down to your neck and shoulder area, you could actually work with just 2 shades of powder. But for me, my skin tone needs 3 shades of powder at least. But if I didn't want to contour, I could choose to use just 2 shades of powder. I could still come out nice, but because of like the darker shade, like the contour shade, that one made it to be 3 shades of powder. Contouring my nose, I'm going to start with my eyeshadow application, and I'm using eyeshadows from ENL Beauty, which is my makeup brand. I'm using just 3 eyeshadows from that palette, which is this shade here named Shire. I'm using the ENL Beauty 2-in-1 eyeshadow brush, using the blending part of the brush to just tap that Shire eyeshadow into my eyelids. Then to define my outer V area, I'm using a shadow named Onyeka. I'm using Onyeka. Onyeka is this rich brown color. I'm using Onyeka on my outer V area and also blending it into my crease area. Also, when you're applying eyeshadows, blending is so important. You need to ensure that you know the area where you want the eyeshadow to be applied at and focus your brush on those areas. You need to master how to control your brush. It's how you hold it and how you move it. The more you practice it, the more you learn how to do it. I didn't use an eyeshadow primer for this look, but if you have an eyeshadow primer, you could choose to use an eyeshadow primer. Because the eyeshadow which I'm using is very pigmented, I didn't bother with using an eyeshadow primer. But if I was to use an eyeshadow primer in creating this look, the eyeshadow is definitely going to be more vibrant than the way it actually looks. So it's just your choice. If you want to use a primer, you could use one. If you don't want to use a primer, you could skip it. So I'm using an eyeshadow named Stella. Stella is a yellow shade. I just used very little of it and I'm using it as my transition color. Next, I'm going to be lining my eyes and I'm using ENL Beauty Precision Eyeliner Pencil. I really love the cat's eye look, or rather the winged eyeliner look. So this eyeliner helps me to achieve that pointy winged liner look. Also, my eyeliner look can never be complete without this pointy tear dot area. And it's so easy to do it. All you just need to do is create that pointed line, extend it from like the upper eyelids to the lower eyelids, and it just comes out looking really beautiful. So when I'm done with applying my eyeliner, I'm gonna go back to the eyeshadow which I used on like my eyelids, which is the shadow named Shire. I'm gonna use a shader brush, this right here, to smudge the shade Shire on my lower lash line. And after I've smudged Shire on my lower lash line, I'm going to reach for Onyeka, which is that brown eyeshadow, and use Onyeka on the ends of my eyelids. Oh, I skipped this part. I used the Marbrook Extremely Soft Eyeliner on my waterline. Then after I'm done with the Marbrook Extremely Soft Eyeliner, oh, where is the part where I apply the brown eyeshadow? I'm using ENL Beauty Volumizing Mascara to accentuate my lashes, make them look fuller and well separated. So when I'm done with the mascara, that's when I actually went in with that brown eyeshadow to just finish up the look. Then now I'm using a shimmery shade from the palette named Kike. I'm just using it on my tear dot area above that eyeliner to just make the look more sexy. Then I went back to just redefine that pointy liner I used on my tear dot area. So I'm done with the eye look. I'll just pop on my lashes and also repeat the same thing I did on this eye on my other eyes. So guys, next for my lips, I'm using ENL Beauty Coffee Lip Liner to define the shape of my lips. And I'm just applying that eyeliner all over my upper lip area. Then for my lower lip area, I'm just going to apply it to like the corners of the lower lips. Then when I'm done applying the lip liner on the corners of my lower lips, I'm going to reach out for ENL Beauty Liquid Velvet Lipstick in the shade Moyo. Moyo is a baby pink lipstick, so I'm just going to use it on my lower lip area. Allow it to dry because of course it's a liquid velvet lipstick, you want it to just set in and dry a bit. Next, I'm going to be highlighting my face using the same powder palette which I had used previously. That powder palette has 3 highlighters, so I'd like to use the last highlighter in that palette to highlight my cheekbone area, the bridge of my nose, and my brow bone area. So that's it for this look. I'm going to let down my hair Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching how I created this look, then please give the video a huge thumbs up and share with your friends. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.